All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Got my own little version of a little bit of the bubbly. They're not so bubbly. This is, I don't know what the hell this is. Ultra Zero, whatever. It's all right. It's a monster. Zero sugar, zero calories, but not zero flavor. And we just need some boost because we're doing this so late because we were doing stuff earlier. So we are going to be talking some AEW, and we're going to kind of reflect on last week as well, because that was too damn good to just skip. Okay. We're on episode number 9, but we will, like I said, we will also talk a little bit about 8. Not going to go over everything. Let's start out by talking about a little bit about 8, though. Ray Phoenix versus Nick Jackson. Oh my God. This is either, there's not a lot of gray here. You either love watching stuff like this or they are not your cup of tea, because these two tag teams between the Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks have gone round and round over the course of the last year quite a few times. But in singles action, it changes it up a little bit. These guys did not disappoint. Ray Phoenix comes off with a win here. Hikaru Shida beat Britt Baker with a knee strike, even bloodied her up. That was interesting. And then it sounded like I could have misconstrued something here. I'd have to go look up and see exactly who's number 1 in the rankings and whatever. It sounded like Hikaru Shida then became the number 1 contender by beating Britt Baker, because I thought Britt Baker was the number 1 contender. So I got to double check and see what they said about this, that, and the other thing. And between last night and tonight, we've had some of these new hashtag join the dark, what's it? Join Dark Order or the Dark Order or join the Dark Order, whatever it is. These new, almost religious, cult looking, really well done promos. Really well done. It popped up. Someone shared the website. They actually have their own website with a promo on it, and you can join. You can add your. You know what? Let's look at that real quick. Dark. Here we go. It all relates to from this evil Uno of the Dark Order. It all kind of goes back to him. Here we go. Join it, Dark Order. Okay, and I know there's a website on this. Where is it? I thought it was on here. We're going to find this. Give me a second. Is that it? Here we go. This is interesting. We're going to do a little share screen here. Oh. There we go. All right. So if you go to joindarkorder.com, okay, and then you play this video, this promo. I'm not going to play the promo because I don't know if that's going to get me in trouble or not, but there's Join Dark Order. There's a little Twitter symbol over here. You click on that, it goes to Evil Uno's Twitter. But then, so you can go to join us, or let's go to about first. Let's go to about. It says the Dark Order shall set you free. And then you can scroll down. It says stop losing and start winning. Are you tired of feeling alone, unwanted, disrespected? By joining the Dark Order, you'll find a new strength in numbers. We will be your friend and biggest supporter. Our simple guidelines and rules will bring a new order to your life. And this is all stuff that's, basically in that promo. And you will become more powerful than ever before. Join us today and gain new strength. And then you can hit join us, and it takes you to the center thing that's up here. Click on that, and you get the same thing here. Put in your name, your email, your phone, your birth date, Twitter handle. Tell us your story. I am not a robot. Click this and then hit submit. I'm actually going to do this, but I'm not going to do it right now because I want to continue with this. But I am going to do this. I don't know what I'm going to tell for a story, but I am very curious to see what happens with this. You get put on like an email list. They send you stuff. I don't know, but I'm very curious. And let me know if you do the same as well and what happens to you. And as I get into this further, don't forget, folks, to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. All right, we continue. We had the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal. Real quickly, not going to discuss all the circumstances surrounding that. The top two from this Battle Royal that end up were facing this week, and that ended up being MJF and Hangman Adam Page. And Wardlow's really getting into the mix here. They really are. Luchasaurus comes back and has his first official match against Peter Avalon, which is, maybe he's not 100% yet, but he's, I mean, he made short work of him. It was about a 10-second match, I think. There was a tribute match to Matt the Fallen, Matt Travis, which I thought was pretty cool. Both Private Party and Santana and Ortiz had a hell of a match, and they both had showing off a Matt Travis tribute T-shirt, and I think they had stuff on their wristbands and stuff, so that was cool. And then Mox versus Darby Allin, and Mox just destroyed him, but damn, Darby Allin was tough. Had the body bag reminiscent of a 2-year, and I always go back to this when I'm talking about Darby Allin. Well, not always, but sometimes. The match the feud between Darby Allin and All Ego Ethan Page, and what I believe what happened at the end was, Page stuck him in the body bag, filled it full of tacks, and just destroyed him, and then they carried him out. So it's similar, but not by no means the same. Darby Allin brought the body bag down, and it had box in big letters on it, which was cool. Rode down his skateboard. Man, Darby Allin gets a hell of a pop. I mean, he is really, really getting popular. What is up, Paul? How you doing? Paul Nelson says that was awesome to show love to Matt Travis. It was. It was. Well, those guys were close to him because they wrestled with him in New York. They what did they say during that episode? They gave out some kind of statistic that Matt Travis was like the 27th or 20 something bicyclist that was killed in New York this year. Jeez Louise. Um I know a lot of people ride their bikes in New York because it's just easier to get around than driving because, bikes can go around and whatever. Um but man, I didn't hear all the circumstances. I just know that I've seen a lot of love for him out there. The Amazing Red put a tribute to him on his own um, YouTube page that I saw part of that. So, yeah, I mean, and I really can't say much more than that because I just, I heard about his death and I hadn't heard about him really before that. But the fact that he's getting so much love and on a big stage like this really means something. It shows that he was special to a lot of people in the professional wrestling community. So, once again, rest in peace, Matt Travis. That was cool. J Rock Freak, what is up, everyone? What is happening? I'm looking at your picture. Otaku puppy. I never looked at that before. That's interesting. All right. What is up? Glad you can make it in here tonight. I know it's late. Always doing this so late at night. Tomorrow night's going to be late too. We're going to be doing the Thanksgiving Impact Wrestling review over on TNI. We're shooting for 10:30 Central Time, but hey, it's Thanksgiving. I already had mine, but I understand that other people will be having theirs. So, we'll do what we can. We're going to try to make this interesting. If you follow Trent on his social media, he's sharing pictures from over in Europe and over in Egypt. I just saw a picture of him with the pyramids. Oh my God. The picture is just breathtaking. It's just, it's him. And then the whole background is just the pyramids. It's just, wow. Man, I probably somewhere I'll never go in my lifetime. I was lucky enough years ago to see the pyramids in Mexico back when I was in high school, and I have those memories. Well, they're a little blurry, but but I could say I saw those, and I climbed them too. First time in my life I ever got shin splints. Climbing the pyramids in Mexico. That was insane. Better less than never. Yes, hey. So all right, we continue here. But yeah, that match between Mox and Darby Allin was insane, and Mox just basically putting everyone on. No one is safe. No one is basically safe. And then it was a promo in tonight's episode too, basically just warning everyone, that he's coming after him. So very cool. All right. Now we get into tonight's episode. And thank you for your patience on that because like I said, I did want to talk a little bit about 8. It deserved to be talked about. I didn't want to just bypass it completely. So here we go. From tonight's episode number 9, starts out with this big Thanksgiving thank you celebration from Chris Jericho, kicked off by none other than Soul Train Jones himself. Oh, this whole thing was just absolutely hilarious. Too damn funny. And if you don't know, I'll tell you. It's Virgil. It's Virgil. And what a riot. It even had trouble spitting out his, cue card stuff. But it was funny. I'm not going to rip on him and be like, well, he shouldn't have been out there. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's Virgil. Come on. I mean, it's... If you don't know why he was out there, you have to go back a couple episodes and look at the promos that were going on between Chris Jericho and Cody, okay? They're on the AEW YouTube too. But Virgil was a part of those in mockery to DDP supporting Cody, okay? That's all you really got to say on that. So, yeah, Chris Jericho comes out. There's gifts all over the place, presents, stuff covered up, the big dancing blow up animals out at ringside that just looked obnoxious because they were like, 10 feet tall? Oh my God. I'd never seen... I mean, you've seen other stuff like this before, in the WWE, but this was just over the top ridiculous. It was hilarious. Chris Jericho's dad shows up, gets heat from the crowd because he's talking about New York instead of Chicago, and they're in Chicago. The rest of Inner Circle shows up, and they're like, "Oh, thank you, Chris," and it's almost like a birthday celebration. It was just, it was just goofy as hell, and they're giving him stuff. The the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara, his gift was just about the most obnoxious one of all. The picture of them two hugging. Come on, man. I mean, I'm a hugger, and I didn't even appreciate it. What's up? Glad you could join, man. How you doing? And so then they bring in Justin. I'm trying to remember where this went. They brought in Justin Roberts to read the thank you from the TNT offices, TBS offices, whatever. Time Warner, I don't know. And they didn't like how we did it. So they beat him down. And of course that draws more heat because he's from Chicago. He said he was basically from the area, went to high school there and everything. And I almost forgot that. But the only reason why I remembered that immediately is because it was on the CM Punk DVD that I've watched like a million times. And he was part of that because he was part of the indie scene there and, worked with CM Punk and all that stuff. So, yeah. So Justin Roberts gets beat down. SCU comes in from for the save. Andre Corbin, sup les champions. How you doing this evening, Andre? Are you healing up? Is your injuries healing up? Let the folks know how you're doing, man. that 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 uh that looked pretty bad from what was it, last week or whatever it was. All right, so they get the beat down on Justin Roberts. SCU comes in for the save, and that's it for that first segment. What a riot, man! Just a crazy, insane way to kick off the show. Then we have a crazy uh, best friends versus Lucha Bros match, and Orange Cassidy is in the turkey suit. I saw all this stuff last night. What's up, Elijah Washington? Hey, J Bone, love it, but man, do they need Jim? Do they need Jim Johnson? Ben, what? Jim Johnson? Isn't he a race car driver? I don't know who you're talking about. Did something good. More Dark Order promos was good. Oh yeah, love the Dark Order promos, man. They are creepy as hell. So but yeah, this was nuts. And I saw so many people talk about last night on the Impact Wrestling review because they did a throwback thing, from the 80s, and there was no turkey suit or whatever. And so many people happy that they did this instead of the turkey suit or turkey trot or whatever the heck they used to call it. And now tonight, somebody still is in the turkey suit. So I thought that was funny. Um, and Orange Cassidy even was like, like pretending like he was flying in the turkey suit. What a riot. Crazy. Next we get I think I didn't even circle the winner. I'm pretty sure Best Friends got the win here. And I'd call that an upset because Lucha Bros are damn good. At least I'm pretty sure I got that right. Let me know. I might have got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure I got that right. B. Priestley and Emi Sakura in a tag match next with Hikaru Shida and Chris Statlander. Now, I want to say something. I see a lot of people online complaining. About why are there so many women's tag matches? These are the same bitches. Oh, did I say that? Yeah, I called you bitches. These are the same bitches that sit there and say there need to be more women on the show. What's a great way to get them on and feature more action? Put them in some tag matches. Get them out there. It's giving them TV experience too, because a lot of these ladies don't have TV experience. So, do you want more women or do you not want more women? I mean, shut the hell up. You're getting more women. They're debuting new women like almost every week. It's crazy. They're signing some of them. They're not signing all of them. But they are expanding their roster. Like they recently hired Big Swole. That's a great addition. I don't know a lot about her, but from what I've seen so far, she looks great. This Chris Statlander, they are really talking her up. She's only been in the industry for like, would they say 3-4 years? And her athleticism, oh my God, this girl is hot stuff. And I don't mean hot like body hot. No, I'm not. No, come on. I don't talk like that. Okay, she attractive, sure, but I'm saying she's good. And I don't care how many of these new women they hire. Feature them more, and they can still work the indies. and bring them in every few weeks. There's no reason why they can't do that. They can't have all the women all the time, but they also have AEW Dark, which is another great way to get the people on the show. I got to catch up on this last one from Tuesday. There was, oh my God, was there, like in the picture, it showed what, Kenny Omega versus Jack Evans? Did they really have a match? And that's what I was talking about like a couple weeks before that. It's the match I never knew I needed to see. Jack Evans versus Kenny Omega. And we got it. I just got to watch it. It's on my to-do list. So I can't speak of it, but I'll bet it's damn good. All right, let's jump back in the chat here real quick. American Badass and now a robber. I'm just, I'm thugging it up, Yeah, I'm just all thugging it up. Jim Johnson's the guy who composed WG music. Yeah, you said Jim Johnson. Did they hire him or something? I don't know. That's what you said. I don't know. J Bone Haley, boyfriend was the one who attacked Cody. Very shocking. Brandon Stutter from Impact. He's the one with no hair. Oh, yeah, that's next. The Blade and the Butcher, they came out with Allie. We'll talk about that in a minute. DDP versus Wardlow, take my money. We'll see. They almost really had one tonight. Styles, what is up, brother? The Stelton got a button-up shirt. J-Bone's so cute. Yeah, I mean, he needed some clothes. It gets a little cold in the office once in a while, so we're putting some clothes on him. Last night he had the cowboy hat on, and this morning, oh my God, this morning he was like in my chair. And if you don't believe me, I walked in. I actually put this on my Instagram. Here we go. Here's a picture of it. This is a picture of the skeleton face down trying to get into my chair. He's trying to take over my show. So I had a long discussion with him this morning. I was like, no, dude, you cannot. You stay back there. You behave, and I'll keep you around. So because it's like, Thanksgiving week and whatever, so now we're going to change his name from Manny Bones to Wishbone. So Wishbone, behave yourself. So yeah, you never know what he's going to look like. If he's going to don a hat, going to put a T-shirt on, maybe he'll, steal some of my wife's clothes. You never know. Because I'm not going to put I don't know, he might be. Can't believe I just looked at his junk. I don't know if it's really supposed to be a guy or a girl, but, he's with me, so he might as well just be a guy. Is AEW working with New Japan? Good night. Happy Thanksgiving. No, not yet. Not yet. Chris Jericho has got a match coming up. Was that Wrestle Kingdom? But no, they don't have an official relationship. I mean, Chris Jericho has the freedom from AEW to go over there. So I guess you could say there is that kind of a relationship, but it's not really a working relationship like AAA. It's not like that. It's not like that. All right, we continue. Styles. You're too funny, man. Oh, this thing is killing me. Did you just assume his gender? Hey, he's got no junk, but whatever. Um, it is what it is. It's too damn funny. All right. So this tag match, um, damn good tag match. So I had my little rant on the ladies there. And I'm pro women on here, just put them all on. I don't care how many, you know, tag match, singles, whatever. I love it, and I love seeing these new talented girls. Chris Statlander, a new talent. I hope they hire her. Why not? You know, then you can bring in girls like as much as I want to see B Priestley like all the time because she's good. She lives in Japan, and I'm sure it costs a lot to bring her in. Or maybe she has dual citizenship. I really have no idea. You know, but some of these girls do fly in from Japan because they have that relationship with the Japanese women. But now that might become a little harder because now Stardom's like owned by New Japan. There's some new deal going on, so that might make things between AEW and the Japanese ladies more difficult. So they might try to like bring them over and keep them stateside. I don't know. I don't know, but that does throw a little wrench in the plans. So we'll see where it goes. But for now they've got some really good wrestling ladies, all sorts of international styles. You got the Japanese, you got B Priestley from the UK by way of Japan. So and they even talked about Hikaru Shida moving to the States. I'm not sure about Emmy. At least I think that's what they said. It was either Emmy or Hikaru Shida. But anyways, great tag match. Uh, Emmy Sakura and B Priestley get the win here. So, and that makes it interesting because I think Shida, like I said, I think they said that she's the number one contender. So if they beat them, does that affect her? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. They come out with these rankings every Friday. So we'll see. We'll see. Then Cody Rhodes is back. He's cleared for wrestling, but he's got that huge target on him now. He's got those wrapped ribs, he's got the big bandage around his midsection there. And he makes short work of Matt Nix. Not sure who this Matt Nix is. Local guy. He had the Chicago Stars on his gear, so he's got to be local. And he actually got quite the pop. So, whoever was there recognized him, gave him a pop. It was cool. It's cool. The Blade and the Butcher, Pepper. Oh, Pepper Parks? Is that the same? Wait a minute. Is that the same guy that was in Impact Wrestling with Allie like last year? He looks like he grew his hair out or something. He used to shave his head, and now he grew his. Is that the same guy? That was the first guy that came out. That was the Blade, and then they had the Butcher, and the Butcher had like the I don't know, he had something. I forget what he had. Um, so I mean, I've heard of them online, but I'm not real familiar. That's Brandon Stutter. That name sounds. Oh, and Andy Williams from the Indies. Oh, okay. All right. All these laughing emojis. Um, well, thank you. Thank you. Because I wasn't real familiar. Like real familiar with who that was. Cause like I've heard of the names here and there, you scroll through stuff online. That's Allie's boyfriend. Yeah, well they're married. They're together. They're like married, aren't they? I thought they were husband and wife. But anyways, so that makes sense. So then the third person that came out that well, okay, she didn't attack Cody, but she came out, made herself known, was they said the first one was the Blade, then the Butcher, then the Bunny, and that's Allie. So and that's quite the switch. So that's you could say, I guess you could say that's a heel turn for Allie. Very interesting. So is she gonna be more of a valet than a wrestler now? Hmm. Which whatever, I'm fine. She's not like one of my favorites, but the the roster's expanding. And I read somewhere that they're going to be hiring even a bunch more new people in 2020. A lot of places are doing that. I mean, there's new people showing up all the time. All these companies are hiring new faces. I just read that MLW is doing the same thing. Man, what a time. What a time to be a wrestler. Get some eyes on you, get a good YouTube channel going, get recognized. Boom, contract. Somebody will snatch your ass up. It is a good time. And it's a good time to be a wrestling fan, too. We've said that ad nauseum this year because there's so much going on. I was shocked. I thought Brandon had retired after Impact. Yeah, I mean, I heard about an injury or something. I really don't know. Maybe that was why he wasn't on TV much or something with this new regime, and then they let him go or something. I don't know. It's one guy that I, kept wanting to see more from because he seemed like a good wrestler, and then they just. But that was a weird time in TNA. The whole transition between Global Force and TNA, and then becoming Impact Wrestling and the new EVPs and all that. So, it is what it is. The company's stronger than ever now, and people that are leaving are going other places and showing up and making creating new memories in wrestling. It's great. It's great. Allie's got this new group. So it's the Blade, the Butcher, and the Bunny. They made a comment too. Um, it's not the BBB as in the Better Business Bureau. It's like, oh my god, how old are you guys? It's such, I don't know, it's what do they go? It's like such a dad joke or something. What a riot! It's so goofy. So so this takes and are they associated with MJF? Because Cody came out there, beat Matt Nix, and then called out MJF, and then these guys showed up. So are they like all tied with MJF? I don't know. So I mean, are they gonna like leave this whole thing with Cody Cody Rhodes and MJF and bring it back another time or something? Because now MJF is well, we're getting to that. He got the ring tonight. I don't know. Kind of weird. Not upsetting, just weird. It was like, oh wait, who are these guys? But whatever. I love this show. I can't wait to see like what comes on next because it's just damn good stuff. It's exciting. It's new. It's fresh. It's hot. I love it. We get announced about some stuff coming next week. We're gonna have Trent excuse me, versus Phoenix. That should be good. I mean, that's nice that some of these guys are getting singles, you know, singles action. Doesn't mean that the tag team is splitting up. It's just nice to see. It's not always tag action. Because Trent Beretta is just good. All right. Or 20T, whatever they call him. I don't know. We're also going to get the Inner Circle, which is going to be Santana, Ortiz, and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. Man, his heel game is really stepping up lately. Damn. Just good. You know? I mean, he's still a young, I call him a young buck, But damn. He's in good company. He really is. So it's going to be the Inner Circle versus Dustin Rhodes and the Young Bucks. That should be a lot of fun. The Elite versus the Inner Circle. Quite the feud. Good stuff. All right, then we get Pac versus Omega. And we've seen this once before, but, Kenny Omega wants some payback. So, just reading some of this. Science smash this podcast. What? To Impact. MLW should sign Big John Studd's son. I've seen him out there. Yeah, he does. He almost looks kind of like a very young Big Show. Can't wait for more big guys in AEW. Yeah, it'll happen. The manager of the bubbly. What? You crack me up, dude. You crack me up. So goofy. All right. So, yeah. Kenny Omega. Kind of a short but sweet match, but very good. These two tore it up. Kenny Omega getting a little payback from a couple months ago. Because they had the match that was that was because Moxley was injured with the infection and was out for a couple months or whatever it was. So they quick brought in someone for that first pay-per-view, Pac versus Omega. So yeah, so these two faced again. So now Pac's got a couple losses. He was undefeated. He's got a couple losses now. So he's not so untouchable, but he's still, he's still up there. I gotta check the rankings. I don't know where he's at. Then we have the match for the Dynamite Diamond Ring, the culmination from the Battle Royal from last week. So we got MJF versus Adam Page for this ring. Damn good looking ring too. They didn't really zoom in on it too much, but it was a nice little size, bunch of diamonds. What do they say? $40,000, $45,000 ring. My goodness. Didn't Cody Rhodes have some kind of ring while he was in Ring of Honor and he was champ or something and he had people kiss the ring or something? So I wonder if they're going to do something similar. Have MJF walk around and have people kiss the ring. A little play on that, maybe. Who knows? But with Wardlow at his side, man, there's going to be a lot of people kissing that ring. A lot of people bowing down to the mighty MJ. MJF is just great, man. And Wardlow, my goodness, making his presence known with DDP in the ring. He is big, and DDP's a tall guy. He's losing some muscle mass, but he's still in tremendous shape through all the yoga and eating well and everything. But he's starting to show his age. And then, Wardlow goes nose to nose with him. Oh, my you really get an idea how big Wardlow is. He is what I was trying to think of that from the MLW review. That new what do they call it? Hammerstone, Meat Castle. Wardlow is a friggin' meat castle. He's like, we gotta come up something different for Wardlow. A meat something. So what's bigger than a castle? Warehouse? I don't know. Meat, meat country. I don't know. He's just freaking huge. I don't know. But yeah, crazy. Then the brawl starts. People come out and break it up, and so no one really gets hurt. There's no like beat down on DDP or nothing. Dustin Rhodes comes out. Then he calls out Jake Hagar. Um, another brawl, another chaotic segment. A lot of chaos tonight. A lot of chaos in this episode, but it's all just amping up new feuds. So all right, it's all right. Still a ton of good matches. So Inner Circle beats down Dustin Rhodes. Young Bucks comes in for the save. That sent Matt Jackson is back. Back in action. He's back. He's healthy enough. Maybe not healthy enough for a match, but a quick segment like this sets up the match, and that's what I mentioned. Sets up the match for next week. Inner Circle versus Dustin Rhodes and the Young Bucks. Next, we talked about this a little bit, the Dark Order promos. This one a little more extensive of a promo. The guy walks in the basement, and all of a sudden the people poof. People around him have the masks. Guys at the podium, very influential sounding, very what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Those guys that stand up and tell you how to run your life, and I can't think of the words. It's not coming to me. I've not had enough of the bubbly. Someone will put it out there. Anyways, so yeah, this Dark Order thing, I'm actually going to fill it out, and I'll let you guys know what happens. We'll see. So yeah, J-Bone's going to join the Dark Order. Well, I don't know if they'll accept me. We'll see. I don't know. Am I too nice? Am I too nice to join the Dark Order? Man, I don't know. We'll see. Sounds promising. Sounds like they might, offer you a bright future, something. Maybe help the YouTube channel a little bit. Maybe we'll see. We shall see. Then we have oh shit. Then we have the AEW Championship match between Chris Jericho, Le Champion, defending against Scorpio Sky. Great match. I'm so happy. I mean, think about it. When Jericho became champ a couple months ago in Chicago. Was it in Chicago? It was in Chicago, I believe it was. And that little promo he cut on his way to the back. And he's calling out this guy and that guy, and you'll never get a piece of this, and you'll never get a piece of this. And Scorpio Sky was one of those guys. And I was like, oh, is that like a little foreshadowing thing? Like someday we're going to get a Scorpio Sky versus Chris Jericho? Sure as shit. We got it. And that was just a great way to do it. And the promo last week that kind of helped lead to it. Like they suckered him. They suckered him in. Like, oh, you don't want to. You don't want to do it for the championship next week, do you? Do you? No, you don't want. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And they were like, yeah. Little reverse psychology from SCU. It's brilliant. And of course, you had people running down. Jake Hagar gets in the mix. Was it Jake Hagar? I think it was Jake Hagar. Chris Jericho makes Scorpio Sky tap out. Just great to see Chris. Great to see Scorpio Sky get the chance at least. You know, because he has been around for a long time, and people that are still new to his stuff, like myself. I mean, I was watching him in Ring of Honor and stuff, New Japan, whatever, before the inception of AEW and being the elite and all that stuff. But I didn't know his history on the West Coast and all that stuff. So now, you know, fans, including myself, are finally seeing how good he is. So congrats on him, you know, having this moment at least. But he taps out to the Lion Tamer, and then all of a sudden, after Chris Jericho decides he wants to have a little more of Scorpio Sky and beat him up and, you know, embarrass him a little more, Moxley's music hits. And he starts coming down the steps ever so slowly towards the ring. And Jericho's holding up the championship. Oh, you want some of this? And Moxley's just licking his chops, just salivating, like, aha, we've got a target, folks. Is that going to be the next pay-per-view next spring or whenever the next one is? I'm not sure when the next one is. They just had Full Gear, so, you know. And this is still a new company. So who knows, you know? They might even have a championship match soon on TV. Or are they going to do some of these free pay-per-views like they did a couple of them during the summer? I don't know. They're going to have the big ones, though. They're going to have like a few big ones, not necessarily what you would call the big four, but they're going to have a few. But I can't wait to see, because Mox showed up and he attacked Chris first. And then tore into Kenny Omega and they brawled. And that was what, All Out? I believe it was All Out. So it was destined that Chris Jericho and Mox were going to face off again. That was pretty cool. So, there you have it. Somewhere down the road, we are going to get Mox versus Chris Jericho. And you knew it was only going to be a matter of time before Mox or someone of his caliber, someone higher up on the food chain, was going to get a shot at this, you know, some AEW gold. Because I was just thinking as I started catching up with this stuff earlier, I was like, man, you know, Mox has been on pretty much a streak here. I don't think he's lost yet. I don't think he has. I'd have to double check. I'm like, how long are they going to keep him away from the championship? How long are they going to have him just tearing through people and keeping him away from Chris Jericho. Now we know. So yeah, amazing stuff. I'm just, I still got to catch up with a couple dark episodes I caught last week's. Still gonna watch Tuesday nights. Yeah, I'm still all in, and people talk about the ratings. Like last week, NXT, ooh, they beat AEW for the first time. Whatever. That's not gonna stop me from watching this. I took last week off. Yeah. It's life. We had our Thanksgiving on Saturday, so I was getting the house ready and taking care of stuff like I've said ad nauseum out here. So I'm catching up. Mox is still undefeated. Thank you, Elijah Washington. Appreciate that. Much love, dude. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. We're just cracking into an hour here. It's been a long day, and I've watched way too much wrestling today as usual. So tomorrow night, Total Nonstop Impact. Be a late one, but that's all right. We'll go live in the lounge. It'll be Kyle and myself. Not sure if Trent is going to be able to call in from where he's at in Egypt. We're still working that out. But nonetheless, we are going to still officially have a third person with us. Should we tell him? The nurse is coming back. Yes. The nurse, the wrestling nurse, will be back. And we'll be discussing all things Impact Wrestling, discussing the throwback episode. I have not watched it yet. No spoilers, folks. But I've heard nothing but positive. It looks like it's going to be a total blast. All the goofy names and the match types and whatever. Just a lot of fun. So we're going to have a blast talking about it, having some laughs. Hopefully get a message from Trent all the way from Egypt. Wow, just internationally, just sick, Maybe he could, plug the podcast overseas. They'll send us over. Yeah, of course. Some Egyptian prince is gonna say, "Oh, I love Impact Wrestling. You come to Egypt," and we'll be like, "Oh." I would have an absolute goddamn stroke if that ever happened. Anyways, all right. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night over in the lounge for the Total Nonstop Impact podcast. And on your way out, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content hits your screen. Be safe the rest of this week, folks. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I already had mine. I have had plenty enough turkey. You guys enjoy your holiday tomorrow. Much love. We'll see you tomorrow night.